Hi, Risers. This is Dr. Patricia Jo Grover, the Goal Achievement Strategist and the queen of retaking, reshaping, and remaking lives, businesses, and futures. And here I am with you for the very first time with Rise Above News. So, the Rise Above News today, I am interviewing my guest, Dr. Pauline Crawford, who is the director of the International University of Entrepreneurology. Now, that's where I got my PhD from, the International University of Entrepreneurology. And so I'd like for Dr. Pauline to share a little bit about the IUE with everyone today.
Good morning. It's wonderful to be with you, Dr. Patti. And it's delightful to be able to talk about the International University of Entrepreneurology. It is about your life. It's a professional higher doctorate, as you know, but in your life experience. And why is this important is because sharing our life experiences are the lessons that actually make the difference to what we know in terms of our expertise. And so I'm delighted to be here to share that we are very excited that in 2025, we're going to start a big project which is about intergenerational wisdom sharing. And so wonderful PhDs like yourself and many others who are now entering and enrolling with us, we're going to be the wise, mature mentors to the the future stars between 18 and 30 and younger than 18, hopefully as well. But essentially looking at that huge demographic across the world. So this is just a huge opportunity to really fire up the employers and employees of the future. And we're not here to tell you how to do it, all you wonderful young people. We're here just to guide you, give you our wisdom, share with you how we cope with things when they went wrong, how we got over obstacles, how we achieved what we are doing. And entrepreneurology is a new way of thinking which really connects to the student. We're here to encourage people to be the best they can possibly be using their innate natural gifts. And now often that's not something you're taught at school. So this is a very different life affirming way of raising the next generation. And I'm so excited to share this with you and with you, Dr. Patti, because it's wonderful to be wise and mature, but to share it is even better, wouldn't you say?
Oh, undoubtedly, Dr. Pauline. And this morning, again, this is my first attempt at doing actually a second, because I already tried it once and I didn't know whether it went through or not. Because today was my first attempt at trying to put on my Rise Above News. So I'm so, and if it did work before, now we're on a second time, and I'm all over that. I'm happy for that opportunity, because this morning the video I did for my Good Morning Risers was about fail, and I shared fail is your first attempt at learning. Your first attempt at learning, and that's if you can't go and stretch yourself beyond something you already are familiar with, then you're not learning and growing. And I feel like if we're not learning and growing, we're slowly dying inside. So that's why I'm doing my Good Morning Risers videos. That's why I'm doing my Rise Above News, because I want to help as many people rise above the challenges that they're facing.
Absolutely. And there are a huge amount of challenges today. And, Steve Jobs said, fail often and fail fast, because that's the way you learn. And in fact, the founder of our International University of Entrepreneurology, Professor James Oms the First, he said failure management is key to success, because managing success is easy, but managing failure is the advantage you have to be an entrepreneurologist. And an entrepreneurologist like yourself thinks very big. We have a vision, we have an energy, and we know we need knowledge, but our mantra is it's knowledge, experience, and imagination. And that's what we want to tap into with the intergenerational wisdom sharing, is that there's amazing imagination all the way through the spectrum, but often our traditional education kind of reduces it. And I'm not saying anything about that, we're here to change the world. We're not here to impose a non-academic view, but we're saying academia and life is very, very important. It's what you deal with every single day. And so, as when things go wrong, they hit you in the stomach and you go, oh, what do I do next? But you can always find a way, and you can always ask for help, and you can always use your imagination because it's free.
And like I teach my clients, Dr. Pauline, our lives are an ocean of opportunities. The world is an ocean of opportunities out there waiting for us to explore, right? To explore and experience it.
Absolutely. And I mean, the ocean is so huge. We could never take all the water out of the ocean. So there's plenty to share. And I think that's the thing in a world where we feel very controlled by external activities beyond us, is to remember that the body you get out with in the morning is the one that you own and the one that you deal with. I always say to my clients, whose body did you bring today? And do you know how it really works? Because uh, it's a magnificent collection of physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual elements, and we have control over our own body, even on the days when we don't feel we do. We just
It's
have
true.
to stop and pause, look in the mirror, and say, "I can do this. I can do this," as you did today.
Yes, yes, exactly. So I wanted to have you on in my first episode of the Rise Above News because I am going to be randomly reaching out to people that I know and interviewing them for on the Rise Above News.
Excellent.
That,
I think it's a wonderful
you know,
idea. And it's a good news show. I always remember asking a journalist friend of mine, why is there not a good news newspaper? And he said it doesn't sell. I thought, no, I don't agree with that. So we have to have a good news show, and this is it. So well done. Fantastic.
well, thank you for joining me today, and everyone continue to rise above the challenges that life bring your way. Because they're going to come. I promise they're going to come. But I'm going to be here trying to help you wean, keep them away, right? And make your way through them. So until next
Absolutely. And,
time,
and to
rise above
everybody out
the
there, come
challenges.
and join us. Come and join with Dr. Patti and become a PhD with us. And your life is going to be so worthwhile as you share your wisdom across the world.
Uh,
Fantastic.
there's until next time, rise above the challenges that life brings.